Guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB bringing you guys episode 177.
So we have some Taiwanese Oolong today.
Let's do it.
Yep. So going back to the classics, this is the Yuansheng Oolong. So this is actually acquired from an interesting source. This is a shop that I happen to go to. The company name is Yongkang. They're in the, I'm probably saying it all wrong, but whatever. They are in the Yongkang district area of Taipei. So thank you to those people over there. I visited their shop twice. I don't think I actually ended up buying any tea from them either time, but I visited their shop in my original trip and then again in my second trip there. And I actually ended up there very randomly twice. So I've been there, all 3 times I've been there, I've been with larger groups. I've tasted a bunch of their older tea. I haven't tasted a ton of their oolongs, but they are, they found out about TeaDB somehow, and a guy named Gio offered to send me tea. So, long-winded story. We have some tea from them. They're considering selling to the West. So, I have not had this tea. Denny has, and Denny liked it. So, this is supposedly their best seller from 2015. So, let's have a go.
It's got a wonderful aroma.
Yeah, really nice Dongding-esque aroma to it. Sort of that mid-fired roast.
Yep. And James, for you non-tea weirdos, that means basically in between very roasted and very green. So you're going to see the greenness of the leaf here, but we're also going to get roasted flavors. It's going to be a little bit less crisp, but still have some of those crisp elements.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And good mid-fired teas, mid-roasted teas are things that I definitely enjoy. If you roast the tea too much, I can sometimes dislike that. But really can smell the aroma all the way from here.
Yeah, it's got a really wonderful cinnamon creaminess meets some sort of floral, maybe a little bit of fruit sweetness.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And this is some tasty business.
Some tasty business. That's what we're about here at
Yes,
TeaDB.
sir. That's the business we're into.
Yeah, tasty business.
The tasty business. All right, sir.
Cheers.
Actually, there's a little bit of a Phoenix-esque vibe to it.
I could get that sort of like that dried fruit aspect to it.
Yep. And this will get thicker. I noticed when I was bringing this at home that the first 2 to 3 steepings weren't quite as distinguished as the sort of third and 4th and 5th steepings, which got really deep.
So tell us also a little bit about your methodology on brewing this tea. So this is probably a mid-elevation Taiwanese tea. How did you decide how much leaf to use, and how long are you brewing this for?
Yep. So for these rolled oolongs that tend to be rolled up, and they're bigger tea leaves, those sort of bigger beads, basically. I'll do a long rinse to get them going, and then do sort of a 10-second, 15-second steep time. In terms of the actual quality or amount of leaf that I'm using, I just eyeball it. So I cover the bottom of the gaiwan, maybe at least one bead, maybe 2 beads full, and you can see from the steeping here that transitions quickly into a nice full cup of tea leaves. And it just smells like sugar snap cookies with some fruit.
Lovely, yeah, and some florals to it. It has a lot of different stuff going on here. Pretty well balanced, I would say, overall. It's not like super, like the previous tea we had, for instance, was like super intense in its like overripe fruits. And this tea, there's like a little bit of fruits, a little bit of florals.
Yep.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yep. I couldn't agree more.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Slowly bringing up the body a little bit, the thickness a little bit. and there's like just hints of green oolong in it, green kind of crisp, young grassiness, just small hints of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'm getting fruit. It's and then we're gonna push this one a little bit here. The roast is very mild.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't. I think the roast pulls away those really verdant flavors and transitions them to more of those sort of more baking spice, sweeter.
In this tea, I will say that I really like the state that it's in right now. It was done in 2015. I don't know what the season is, but it's the roast is really nicely balanced with it. Like you can taste that the tea is, of course, roasted, and we're getting a really nice, thicker golden color to that right there. But you can tell the tea is roasted, but it's really well integrated with the rest of the tea's form, I would say. So I am enjoying that aspect to the tea. So far, this has just been a very pleasant sort of Taiwanese oolong.
Yeah, exactly. This is like, what you want out of a mid-fired, slightly roasted, good oolong. Clean. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Cheers.
Stronger. Much stronger in this one.
Yeah, I'm starting to develop now. Starting to get almost honeysuckle sweetness a little bit more floral.
A little more nuttiness to this too. Is this sort of a tea that you could drink every day? Or often?
I think often, but maybe not every day.
Okay.
It's just got... it's just it's kind of so sweet that I think it would be a little bit too much as a daily drinker. I like something that's a little bit more reserved, frankly. But although for you folks out there who love your oolongs, there's no reason you couldn't drink this every day. I'm sure plenty of people love drinking their oolong every day as well. So
yeah, no, I'm sure. I mean, the taste is, I will say, exceedingly friendly, even though I'm known to not be much of a Taiwanese oolong drinker these days. Yeah.
And then we'll take a look at the leaves in a second here.
Yeah, they look like very nice leaves. Good material in there.
Yeah, so good in there. You can see that, they're still green. The edges of them are a little bit redder and oranger.
Some of the leaves look much better than other leaves. Like these look good.
For sure. But the roast kind of comes off of the tea a little bit, I think.
As you're brewing this out. Yeah, and I mean, like, if you smell it now, you get a lot more of those florals, greener smells to it as well. So that is reflected sort of in that as well.
Just a hint of something medicinal at the end of that as well. So, cheers.
Cheers. Damn it, Bill Murray.
I know. If you were with us last episode, our soundstage is getting repaired while we're filming. They're so inconsiderate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little bit more hot water going on this. And so this is the kind of tea that I like drinking by itself. I think you could pair this with food if you wanted. This would be a really friendly tea for your friends out there who haven't had a lot of oolongs yet. I think this would be a great tea to compare to going from like a really verdant green oolong to this, to something like a wooey, maybe throw in a Oriental Beauty in there to add some variety.
Yep.
And that would cover a lot of different types of oolong, give you a lot of different flavors, and all still be oolong.
So this is sort of like a good in-the-middle tea.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a super roasted tea, but it's not like a
exactly.
Like
this is a great barometer, a measuring stick, a signpost for what a middle-fired.
I would also say this tea would do very well at passing the mom test. I think moms around the world would really much enjoy this tea.
You have to remind me about the mom test.
Yeah.
Is
that a thing? I may have
thing
just
on
made that
TeaDB?
up. We may have talked about it ages ago or not. But
Well,
I think your mom would like this.
I think as our resident mom expert, James Jurgen, has spoken.
Yeah.
And the council agrees.
Editor, could you please edit in my official title now?
He also needs to have like a wizard robe.
Yeah.
So add that, please. And like lasers coming out of his eyeballs.
Take away my old boy shirt for this episode too. I need something a little bit more appropriate if I'm to be a certified mom expert.
Yes, you must. So, I don't run with that, folks. Run with that. Take that how you will. This is a longer steeping, 25 seconds boiling water, and we'll use this as our final cup to see what we think about it. Let's give it a shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think we could even hit it harder. Frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's almost a little bit of sort of a lemon citrus
I can
finish.
get that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a nice thing about the Oolongs too is that they just change a lot steep to steep. It's
Right.
like we're brewing that Hunan Hecha, and that was it did vary steep to steep, but I think that had more to do with my parameters. I think the profile would have remained relatively the same, but
Yep.
this has changed quite a good deal from start to finish.
Absolutely. And these rolled oolongs will have that character as well as you brew them out, and they expand and evolve in the cup. So for folks out there who want to grab this tea, I don't know if they can, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were talking about selling online to the West. I don't know if they have decided at this point. We're filming this in the past, so maybe they already are. I don't know. But Wuchang Hong.
Google them.
Yeah.
Write them an email.
Yeah.
This is a yummy tea worth getting your hands on.
And we may or may not be bringing on a few more samples from these guys. Denny has a couple that he is scouting out for the show.
Yep.
So
check those out. Stay tuned for updates. Of course, we are filming and releasing an episode every week at TeaDB.org, TeaDB.org. Check us out there. Subscribe down below. Like the video if you like the video, yo.
we're doing robot voices.
Are we now?
We are doing robot.
We are finished recording. Signing off.